안녕하세요, Ssaem입니다. So, congratulations, you made it this far in my video series teaching you everything about Hangul. This is the last video on double consonants. So, just to recap, we went over how to form Korean words using Hangul. Then we talked about vowels, consonants, and then last video was on double vowels. This video is going to be on double consonants, which although there aren't many of them, it might be a little bit harder to hear the difference since we don't have these double consonants in English. Now, before we get into the actual double consonants, I want to just explain how I'll be going over these different characters. So I know like with the last video, with the double vowels, I showed only the double vowels by themselves. However, I think the best way to hear the difference between these double consonant sounds and their regular sounds is to have a vowel following that double consonant sound. So for all of these double consonants, I will make the sound with the ah vowel following it. So what I mean by that is rather than just making the double K or double G sound like g, instead I'll have a ah vowel following it so it sounds like ga, ga. And that actually is our first double consonant. So it is ga, ga. So comparing that double G sound, ga, with just a single G sound, ga, it might be a little bit hard to hear the difference, but it's there. Our next double consonant is this double D, which is pronounced as ta, ta. Again, comparing it to the single D sound, which is ta, 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 ta. Alright, moving on, we have ba, ba, which is a double B sound. Compare that to the single B, which is pa, pa. Next, we have the double S sound, which is sa, sa. That compared to the regular S sound, sa, sa, sa. And then the last double consonant, ja, ja. That compared to the single J sound, ja, ja. Ja, ja. So after hearing all the double consonants, were you able to kind of see a pattern between the double consonants and the single consonants? In order to make the double consonants, I like to describe it as you're about to produce that consonant sound, but you hold it in a little bit, and then you push it out all at once. And what happens when you do so is that the vowel that follows actually goes a little bit higher in pitch. Now, don't worry if you still can't hear the difference. This was probably the hardest part that I had when learning Hangul, but the more you hear it, the more you'll get used to hearing the difference in the sounds. So just to show you some examples and the importance of this, I'll put up some words. So we have words like jayo, which means to sleep. Then we have jayo, which is salty. And then we have chayo, which means to kick. So although it's very slight sounds, you do need to know the difference because they have completely different meaning. Well, that's it for double consonants. So now since you've watched all 5 videos, you've learned everything you need to know about Hangul. All that's left now is for you to go out and practice and start reading things. 들어주셔서 감사합니다.